Hello guys, I Sheetal Garwal, your social science teacher. Today we will start our changing earth. This is your geography, third chapter of geography. Okay, in this chapter we learn endogenic or endogenous forces, effect of endogenic forces, exogenic or exogenous forces, waterfall, features formed by a river, landforms created by sea waves, features formed by ice, and features made by wind, earthquake in Nepal. Okay, so yes, student, you have already learned about the structure of Earth and the environment in the previous chapter. Our Earth, as we see, is not in a consistent state. It keeps changing its state due to various causes. These changes are not always sudden. Some changes may take years and centuries, while some may be sudden. In this chapter, we shall see why and how our planet Earth undergoes changes. So students, let's us start the earth movement. Okay, types of forces, like first is endogenic forces, second one is exogenous forces. Okay, endogenic forces are two types: sudden movement and slow movement. Sudden movement in earthquake and volcanoes, and slow movement in tectonic movements. Okay, exogenic forces, erosional and depositional. Okay, like water, waves, ice, wind, etc. Clear? Yeah, students. What is endogenic or endogenous forces? Endogenous forces means the term endogenic means internal processes and phenomena that occurs beneath the surface of the earth or any other celestial bodies. Okay? In other words, we can say that the forces which act on the interior of the earth are known as endogenic forces. Okay, for example, earthquakes, volcanoes, landslides, etc. These are the endogenic forces. Yeah, students, tectonic activity is most important. Earth crust is fractured into a 20 lithospheric plates of different sizes. Each lithospheric plate is composed of a layer of oceanic crust or a continental crust and outer layer of the mantle. Yes, these movement of the tectonic plates can be categorized into three types. First one is transform boundaries. In this, sideways movement of two plates alongside each other is known as transform boundaries. Okay, it goes not destroy or change the landform. Clear? Second is divergent boundaries. When two plates drift apart, they may cause valleys. Okay, and third is convergent boundaries. When two plates come together, one of them slides upward over the other. This is called converging boundaries. Okay. Yeah, students, earthquake. This is the example of sudden movement of lithospheric plates caused by earthquake and volcanic eruptions. So, earthquake means an earthquake is a sudden tremor or movement of the earth crust which originates naturally or at or below the surface. Okay, the word naturally is important here since it does not include shocks wave caused by nuclear test of explosion or constructions activities. There are two main causes of earthquake. Firstly, they can occur due to due to explosive volcanic eruptions. They are in fact very common in areas of volcanic activity where they either proceed or accompany eruptions. Secondly, they can be triggered by tectonic activity associated with plate margin and faults. Okay. Focus means hypocenter. Focus is the point of the fault where rupture occurs and the location from which seismic waves are released. Okay, and epicenter, yes, epicenter is the point on the earth's surface that is directly above the focus, the point where an earthquake or underground exploitations originates. This is the another example of, yes, tsunami. A tsunami, plural tsunamic or tsunamis from Japanese, harbor waves. What is harbor waves? Okay, is a series water waves caused by the displacement of a large value of a body of water, typically an ocean or a large lake. Clear? Yeah, next one is volcanoes. Yeah, volcano is a rupture in the crust of a planetary mass object such as earth that allow hot lava, volcanic ash and gases to escape from a magma chamber below the surface. In other words, we can say that a volcano is an opening or rupture on the earth's surface or crust which allow hot molten rocks, ash and gases to escape from below the surface. Endogenic forces, yeah, process. Endogenic processes are geological processes that occur beneath the surface of the earth. It is associated with an energy originating in the interior of the solid earth. The ground we live on is moving all the time, and the force within the earth that cause the ground to move are called endogenic forces. This is another definition of endogenic forces. Okay, guys, endogenic forces spreading zones are there. Okay, so spreading zones means rising through rift in the crust. Dense magma from the earth interior creates a new surface of undersea mountain range. Okay, zones. Okay, in this zone, the force is created when two plates push against each other, build mountain and creates earthquake and volcanoes, adding new material to continents. Clear? Subducting zones. Exogenic or exogenous forces. Okay, these forces are called as denudations or destruction forces are originated from the atmosphere. These forces are continuously engaged in the destruction of relief features created by endogenic forces through their weathering, erosional and depositional activities. Okay. Yeah, first is waterfall. Okay. Landforms are affected by movement of water as well as ice and winds. Let us see these one by one. Okay, first is waterfall. Waterfall means a waterfall is a place where flowing water rapidly drop from an elevation as it flows over a steep region or a cliff. This cause a lot of erosions. Take a mug of water and pour in it the soil outside your house. Okay, so see how it's make a hollow and removes some sands or soil from where it falls. Imagine how much of erosions would take place if tons and tons of water falls from huge heights from by a river. The following features are made by a river: meanders, oxbow lake, floodplains, levee and deltas. Okay, the first is meanders. Okay, meanders means a meanders generally is a bend is in the course of the river. A large bend or loops in the course of a flowing river is known as a meanders. Okay, there could be a series of them at a place, especially where the hills start running into plains. Clear? Second one is oxbow lake. Oxbow lake means an oxbow lake is a shallow U-shaped or C-shaped body of water formed when a wide meanders from the main stream of a river is cut off to create a lake. This landform is called an oxbow lake for the distinctive curved shape that result from this process. Yes, students. Floodplains. Floodplains means a floodplain is a flat and nearby flat land adjacent to a stream or river that experience occasional or a periodic flooding. Okay, after a flood, the river leaves behind a fresh layer of a topsoil which is very fertile. Clear? Levee. Levee means a levee is a natural or artificial slopes, okay, embankment or a wall to regulate water levels. It is usually earthen and often parallel to the course of a river. Next one is delta. What is delta? Delta is a landform that is created at a mouth of a river where that rivers flow into an ocean, sea, estuaries, lakes, etc. Delta are usually formed at a place where the slope of the river bed becomes too shallow before it enters the seahole. Okay, and the stream of water loses speed. This cause it is to lose the sediment it had carried earlier. Yes, students. Landform created by a sea waves. Okay, by sea waves, landform create sea caves, sea arches, stocks, sea cliffs, etc. Yes. First is sea arches. What is sea arches? A sea arch is a natural arch or a bridge made of stone that has been created through the process of land, wind and water erosion. Over a period of time, a sea cave can convert into a sea arch with increased erosion in the rocks. Okay. Yes guys, next is sea caves. Sea caves is a type of cave formed primarily by the wave action of the sea. Okay, the primary process involved is erosion in the rocky place on the seashore. Yes, sea cliffs. Sea cliffs are tall, steep rocks face formed by the undercutting action of the sea. Yes, stocks. Yeah, stock is a geological landform consisting of a steep and often vertically columns of rocks in the sea near a coast. Stock occur when waves continue to erode at the foot of the arch until the top becomes overly heavy and can no longer be supported. Okay, definition: a column of rocks standing in sea remaining after erosion of cliffs. Yes, beaches, sea beaches, the span of the seashore which is flat and the waves leave behind sediments at these places in the form of fine sand are called beaches. Yes, students, next features formed by ice. First is glacier. A glacier is a large mass of ice like a frozen river moving slowly over some land surface or down a valley. Glacial moraines, as the mass of ice forming a glacier slide down, it erodes the soil and rocks on the sides of the valley through which it passes. These soil and rocks debris keep collecting and moving along with the mass of ice and it is called a glacial moraines. Next is featured made by wind. Okay, first is mushroom rock. The mushroom rock are also called a rock pedestals. at its tail. Okay. Usually found in desert areas. Okay. They are one of the most striking manifestations of the process of erosions and weathering, usually found in desert. The wind blowing at high speed erode the lower section of the rocks more than the upper portions. This happens as the sand particles blow along by the winds. Okay, being heavier remains close to the surface and the winds passes along the rocks. The sand particles in the wind keep eroding the portion of the rocks closer to the surface while the upper portion is not affected as much. This gives the rocks a mushroom rock. Okay. Sand dunes. Sand dunes is formed by continuous erosion of rock surface affected by fast blowing winds. This sand gets transported by a wind and weather. Wherever the winds loses velocity and sand gets deposited and form a hillock of sand called a dunes. Yeah, loess. When sand or valley, fine grain and light weight gets blown and subsequently gets deposited over a large area, it is called a loess. Okay, earthquake preparedness. Okay, earthquake can take place at any time of the day and any place and in any seasons. As of now, it cannot be predicted. We should be aware to what actions should take to save ourselves from the effect of these. Okay, first is safe spot. Sitting under a table, chair, kitchen counter, standing against inside corner of room is found of safer than other place inside buildings. Okay, they are safer from falling debris. Okay, second one is stay away from means fireplace areas around hot appliance, glass surface, mirror, as much things can fall, shatter or break to cause injuries. Okay, third is be prepared. Make your friends, elders and family members aware and always keep first aid items at home. Keep telephone numbers of fire brigade, hospitals and police